Hello and welcome to GBRLIFE vlog. I'm Caitlin, and this week we will be continuing the discussion with dynamic fields within TextBlaze. If you don't know who TextBlaze is or anything about that site, that's okay. Just be sure to check out my video all about TextBlaze. This is a tutorial part 2 with these dynamic fields. Like I said, within GBRLIFE vlog under GBRLIFE tutorials. So who's GBRLIFE? Well, GBRLIFE is a blog, vlog, podcast, and clothing line called Mama Koala. But that's not what you're here for. You're here to find out a little bit more about those dynamic fields and a really fun thing you can do with dynamic fields and YouTube. So let's get through this 7-second intro so that you can figure out how you might be able to use TextBlaze dynamic fields to work with you and your YouTube channel. Let's get into it. Okay, let's get started. So right here you see the inside of TextBlaze, and I'm going to show you how to create this snippet that you see right in front of you and get it onto a YouTube channel comment. So first things first, I'm going to go to the tutorial. First thing you're going to do is create a new snippet. From there, label that snippet. In this case, I'm going to get people to subscribe. Because why not, right? So I'm going to label it subscribe, so just for me, so I remember what that's called. And then shortcut, again for me, but it's got to be something that you remember. So if I'm doing subscribe, SU kind of makes sense. And then from there, I'm just going to go ahead and type in what I want people to see whenever I use this snippet. So I'm going to say, like, don't forget to subscribe and add a link. But I'm also going to, in this, add that I want, so basically what I want to do is have people know when I'm going to add the next video. So give the actual date so that you'll be able to see date and time, but let's add to it a little bit, but also make it so that we add a link in here as well. Now, I'm not making the link anything too fancy. You're just going to be able to see what the link says. So that people know they're clicking on a link. Okay, so I write, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Then we select the text field because we're going to add that link now. So just add the label, whatever you want it to be. Remember, this is also adding a condition. So you would be able to use this with other things, but we're just going to add a link for right now. Press insert. And then we just add that in. Now, of course, next up, like I said, I was going to say, hey, as you see here, and let me know if you have any questions about this video. Plus, you can click on that bell icon so you will be notified when the next video comes out on. So I want to tell people when. And I know that I created this the day before 1 week. So I was going to say on here, 1 week plus a day. So I'm going to select on date time under basic commands. And from here, I need to now say the date, but I'm going to say plus 1W for 1 week, which, just so you know, that's a selection over here. You just don't happen to see it on this because this is a tutorial using Tango. So if you'd like to see that, be sure to go ahead and check out that video as well. But it's going to show up just like this in the common formats. You literally just press on the one that says plus 1W for 1 week. It says 1M for 1 month. I mean, there's a bunch, and you just scroll down here. Plus, you can also put in the type of formatting that you'd like. But if you select this right here, or you start messing with it over here, you'll see that it will change what you want that date to state. So you have a bunch of different options on changing the date to work for you. And then from there, I just went ahead and added it. And this is what it will look like. All I had to do was, let me go back one more time. So this is what it looks like. And what I'm doing now is I'm pressing preview to see what it's going to look like. So you see that this comes out as a date. and that this comes out as a link. Now, the full link is not showing you under the preview section on TextBlaze, but it will on YouTube. So let's check that part out. So we're going to go over to YouTube, and all I'm going to do is type in /SU, because if you remember, I'm going to go back so you can see I used /SU as the shortcut. So if I go back to YouTube, all I'm doing is typing in /SU, just 3 buttons. And then from there, it is going to automatically add, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and the full link along with, and let me know if you have any questions about this video, which is true, let me know. Plus, you can click on that bell icon so you'll be notified when the next video comes out and the date that I specifically wanted. So that's basically, of course, press comment to make that official, but that's basically what it is. And then there you go. That's where it is. So right here on the top, I wrote that in and then, copied and pasted this link in, versus I just pressed 3 buttons and this whole thing came out. Can you imagine how much more simple your life will be, especially if you go through YouTube constantly? And even if you're just saying, that was a great video, but you say that often and you're just like, I don't want to have to type that in all the time. You can just create a snippet and say /th, and then now it's going to not awesome, but it's always going to say, whatever it is that you want to say, like thanks, or that was a great video, whatever it is and however it is, but it does work on YouTube. So is this going to be something that you use? But you know what? Let's continue this conversation on the other side. So there you have it. Dynamic fields, part 2 with TextBlaze. Now, there's much more it can do, but I did want to kind of show all of you here on YouTube just a simple way that you might be able to use it for either your channel or for basic commenting. Think about it. You could just put /thanks and say thanks, or this was a great video, I absolutely loved it, and you just call it /comment or /CT, whatever it is that you'd like to call it, and utilize it to make your life even easier. And that's kind of the point of this text expander, is that it makes your life easier in all of Chrome, because it's a Chrome extension. So all you have to do is go to the website and install it, and they do have free options. It does sound pretty good to be true, but it actually is. And you have GBRLIFE tutorials to continue to show you how to use TextBlaze. Now all you have to do is press subscribe and click that bell icon to continue to find out a whole lot more about TextBlaze and all of the fun stuff with this text expander. Now, also remember, GBRLIFE is a vlog, blog, and podcast. So don't forget to check out gbrlife.com and that clothing line, Mama Koala. Do you have any questions about TextBlaze and anything else it might be able to do? Go ahead and leave that in the comments below. I would love to answer you. And be sure to come back next week as we continue this discussion in dynamic fields. And after that, maybe one more discussion, and then we'll get into more autopilot, basic commands, and just a whole bunch of stuff that TextBlaze can do. This tutorial is going to be quite a long one. So, like I said, you don't have to be without GBRLIFE in your life. Truly, see you next week.